Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another beauty by review on this very fancy Marc Jacobs Air Blush, which is their newest blush. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this packaging though. It's like the standard Marc Jacobs very sleek packaging. It does attract a lot of fingerprints, which is something that I hate, so you do have to use some type of microfiber cloth to like wipe the fingerprints if they bother you. Otherwise, you can just embrace the fingerprints. I have the shade Kink and Kisses, which is described as a pale petal and peachy rose. To me, it's not very peachy. I would just say it's a pale pink and like a rosy pink, but they describe it as a peach pink. I don't know why. As much as I love Marc Jacobs as a designer and also as a makeup brand, I have to say this, I don't know, I'm not so crazy about it. I like it, but I don't love it, and I definitely would not go out to the store and repurchase another one. So let me tell you a little bit more about the blush, and then I'll explain why I don't really love it. I pulled up some information on the Sephora website so I can read it off for you, because there is some very unique aspects to this blush. So this blush is made out of a Japanese air powder, and I did see the whole PR event that they put up, and they had just a jar of the air powder. So it's a very soft and weightless powder. Once you apply the blush on the skin, it doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look very heavy, it doesn't look chalky. It just looks very weightless and very sheer, like a sheer wash of color. So it looks very nice. So apart from the Japanese air powder, the blush itself was made using a technique called soufflage, which is air whips. So they kind of whip the consistency so it looks a lot more diffused and it kind of just melts into the skin. It looks undetectable. So that's a little bit more information about the blush itself. The blush is supposed to be applied not in the standard way, not on the apples of the cheek. Marc Jacobs really wants you to use this blush like all over the face, or just create more like an 80s look. So the looks for these blushes are very diffused, so across the face, across the nose, even on the forehead. So it's definitely more editorial, I would say, but you can use it just as a standard blush. But they really want to encourage you to be more artistic, to use these stripes to your convenience. If you want a little bit more of the darker shade, you can use more of the darker shade. If you want more of the light, you can use that shade. So they do want to kind of play around and kind of give more color to your face. Now here's the thing, I am not very crazy about this blush, and it's not because of the price. It retails for $42, which is definitely up there in price, but to me, there's nothing really special about this blush. I do love the formula. It looks very sheer, it doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look heavy, but other than that, there's really nothing else that really wows me about this blush. So when it comes to blushes like the Hourglass, the ambient lighting blushes, those I absolutely love. The reason why I really love the Hourglass blushes is because they sit on the skin absolutely beautiful. They don't look powdery, don't look cakey. They look very natural on the skin. They last very well. And since they're marbled with their regular ambient lighting powders, they just look like your skin but better. Now this blush on your skin just looks like blush. It looks like a very sheer blush. So there's nothing there that really makes me want to go to Sephora and spend $42 on another one. There's really nothing that remarkable, if I can say so. It's a nice blush. If you want to go ahead and like splurge on it, you won't regret it. But personally, I don't think there's anything that makes this blush special enough for me to get 2 or 3 of them like I did with the Hourglass ones. If you want to splurge on a very nice blush, I would definitely recommend the Hourglass ambient lighting blushes as opposed to these ones, because they're just, you definitely get a way different effect with the Hourglass ones. I think they wear very well even on oily skin like myself. This doesn't wear as great as the Hourglass blushes, and I also find myself layering maybe 2 or 3 times just for the color to show up nicely on my light skin. So I do find it to be a little bit sheer, and like I said, there's nothing very special about this blush. So that's basically how I feel about the Marc Jacobs Air Blush. It's nice. It's a very nice powder, very nice texture. The shade itself is very nice as well, but I definitely won't be repurchasing any other shades. So that's how I feel about the Air Blush. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Will you be buying it? Will you be skipping it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're brand new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe by clicking right over here. Help me reach 10,000 subscribers. That would be amazing. So subscribe right here, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye! Once you start using it more often, you'll get used to it and it'll feel actually pretty nice in my opinion. So it is kind of a weird sensation, but I tend to like it a lot. Apart from helping with blemishes, this mask